Hey guys, this is SnackDeck8 and welcome back to more DK64. This is part 18. That means this Let's Play is of legal consent. Means I can just have my way with it. That was creepy. There's our banana medal for Chunky, and we're gonna slam that grate, fall down into this well thing here, and actually we're gonna do another minecart segment. Grab 50 coins and this golden banana is yours, Chunky. Yeah, we know how to play this. This is my favorite of the minecart segments. I think this is a real highlight of Fungi Forest. Yeah, there we go. I can't remember did we jump with the minecart in the Jungle Japes one? I think we did. But it's kind of funny. Like I think Chunky like just jumps and picks it up as he goes. It's kind of a cute little touch. Did we? I think we did. There is actually one more minecart level in this game. This is the second of 3, and yeah, it's my favorite one. I love the little environment you go through. That cool little area with the again, I like the rainbow and that weird tree thing. I just think these are all kind of billed as like scary a little bit, and I think this is the one that does it the most interestingly because it is in this vibrant forest area. They're just sort of kind of supposed to, I think, be intimidating areas. But like, look at the mood in that area. It's like all kind of, it's still foresty, but it's all like dreary. It's just really cool. I like that a lot. Oh man, I don't like getting hit though. I guess we only, whoa! Definitely don't like getting hit twice. We only have like 10 now coins to get. And that's not gonna be too hard, but shouldn't try to get hit anymore. Just down we go. Oh man, these closing grates. Chunky's like, I love that you do this as Chunky. He's like, I think of, yeah, look at how cool this is. I just love the atmosphere here. It's just neat. I always sort of feel like, much in the way that Lanky was kind of the star in Gloomy Galleon, that Chunky is sort of the star of Fungi Forest. And again, it does have something to do with the fact that his boss battle is in, oh Jesus, his boss battle is in this level. But he has the minecart segment, and I feel like he's just, maybe it's just his color's green and there's so much green here, I don't know. It just feels very Chunky-like to me. I think I said the same thing about Lanky. Oh man, I didn't mean to do this. I wanted to go through the croc head. I guess we'll just have to go this other weird way. And there's more coins down this way, actually. But it wasn't important, because we got 60. We only needed 50. That's it. Oh, 99 bananas. Man, 100th banana is going to be in this level. Everybody give me this, tell me the story of your 100th banana. Man, I didn't mean to do this yet, even, really. I think I wanted to go to the other area first. I mean, I guess we can do this. No, I think we can do this now. Whatever, we'll do this now. This is the other big area of Fungi Forest. It's not the only other area, but I think it's the other one that's like really prominent. I call this like the mill, because there's all these, there's all these mill houses around. Not like Millhouse, the classic Simpsons boy, but like a house that would contain a mill. We'll see Snide. Snide you can only come to in the, oh man, we're gonna get a bunch of bananas here. Snide you can only come to in the daytime. Man, our 100th banana is gonna be a Snide banana. Isn't that lame? You can only come to him here in the day, so I guess if for some reason you wanted to do that, you'd have to remember that, but again, because you can turn all the bananas in at once, it doesn't really matter. I don't think Chunky has ever seen Snide, so we're gonna get 5 golden bananas out of this. That's pretty funny. Oh, banana again. What if you were playing this game and it just threw that in? Just like, oh, banana again. And you're like, what the fuck? Like, it just popped up out of nowhere. That would be stupid. Anyway, we're at 104 now. That's pretty exciting. I think I'm going to grab this balloon as Diddy, as again, I've said that if you're going through just the daytime portions of this level, and you're gonna beat the boss on that visit, Diddy is one of the ones who hurts for bananas a little bit. He doesn't get very many. Most of his things are done at night here. Sort of a night owl, I suppose. So that's the deal with that. I guess I haven't shown these guys yet or really talked about them. It's like the, I guess this is sort of supposed to be the Critter-esque enemy of Fungi Forest. He only goes down in one hit, so he's about as easy as Critter is. But it's like a weird mushroom boy. He hides in a mushroom. This is a weird mushroom boy. Chunky's got something to do in the mill house here. If we enter, I think, yeah, I'm looking for this barrel. We actually, I guess, can break some of this stuff. What's this got under it? Yeah, triangle pad. I don't think we want to do that yet. We can break that. We'll need to use that later. That just leads to another, or it leads inside the mill from outside. We'll need Tiny for that, but as you can see, if we go over here, Tiny has to go in this little spiderweb cave thing, and that's nighttime only, so we gotta come back. But for right now, I think, what does this pad do? Does it make the machine turn on? Let's try it. So you can actually see what I'm talking about instead of just babbling incoherently. I think it does. Yeah, it does. Got the mill started up. And if you start it up, it never stops. That's actually not true. I think it does, but I don't know. All right, and the only other thing we want to do in this area right now is grab this barrel, which unfortunately, unlike Donkey Kong Country, you can't throw at the ground and then ride on or anything. We just have to take it from one room of the mill area into this other room. Now, I think this is weird. I actually, when I was younger, had such a hard time figuring this puzzle out because for some reason it just didn't seem to me like these barrels would be something you could take from one room to another. Like usually in DK64, if you're gonna interact with something in one area, it's only gonna be in that area. Like it's just gonna stay there. And it's not the case here, which I think is a little weird. But let's line our 3 barrels up. It's a great camera angle there, by the way. And slap them down on here. And now I think we want to switch to the Donkus. But there's a tag barrel right here anyway. Also, I think a tag barrel you can easily miss. And I believe if you leave this room, all the barrels you've brought in or moved around will all go back to where they were before. So that's sort of frustrating too. Again, lots of moving parts. Different stuff to do with different Kongs just can sometimes make for a frustrating experience. And nowhere is that felt more than in this level. But this isn't the worst example of it, honestly. What we want to really quickly do here, just to refresh my memory, is look up here. I think that's 21132. That little code is going to give us... Oh, man! Whoa! I almost wasted my time. That little code is going to give us the answer we need to this little switch puzzle. So that's number 2. Pull number 1 twice. Takes forever to do each time. At least if you were gonna make one of DK's couple powers just pulling levers, could have made it a little bit faster or something too, right, game? I don't know. Am I griping too much? 21132, right? Here's 3. And here's 2. 2! Go watch Puddle Plains. If you like Donkey Kong a lot, we did a Donkey Kong Country playthrough on that channel that I would, recommend to everybody. We did it a couple years ago, so I don't think it was that good, but I'd recommend it. So you can actually kill 2 birds with 1 stone here. There's 2 bananas to be acquired by activating the conveyor belt on this sawmill. One kicks a golden banana out, and one of the most infuriating things in the game, kicks a golden banana out onto the outside of the shack, but it's nighttime. Can't get it until nighttime. So that was DK's, which we couldn't get. But we also need the conveyor belt to be on to crush the 3 barrels. And crushing the 3 barrels makes a golden banana appear for Chunky Kong. So we can get that one. And that's going to have Chunky completed here, which I think is good. Oh, no, we don't have his... No, we do have his blueprint. Well, I turned it in already, but we got that on the... oh, what do you call it? We got that on... No, we're not done with Chunky because we turned the blueprint in, so he's gonna end with 5 out of 5. We got his blueprint on the big mushroom. It was the one we cheesed out. Everything else in this area, I believe, is gonna be barred off for us until nighttime. With one exception, can we do this now? I'm almost 100% certain that we can't. But I'm just gonna try it anyway, because I'm just stupid. Can we go in here? There's a switch for Diddy. No, it's nighttime. Okay. And Lanky's got a thing in this area to do at nighttime too. There's a Diddy thing in this building that you can only do at nighttime. That can only be accessed at nighttime. This is really the nighttime heavy part of Fungi Forest. Because of that, we're peacing out. I'm leaving. I'm outie. Audi 5000, see you later, bitches. Was this the way to go with... There's a rocket barrel. Man, there's a bunch of bananas there. We might want to actually pick those up. Is this the way to go? No, I think this is the way that leads to the mill area. Watch me be right. It is. There's one other main, pretty big area to do here before we try to cash in our bananas and hopefully get to face the boss. And it's down one of these ways. It was the one we opened up with Tiny's arrows. I think that might have been this way. Right? Am I right? Or is this the way to the frickin' mushroom? It is! I'm blind. I'm a blind boy. I need to wear glasses to see. I'm actually wearing my glasses right now. But I'm a blind boy. Look at how dumb this is. You have to open half of this passageway as Tiny, come through here, see that the passage is blocked off, and then you have to come back with Chunky if this is your first time. So stupid. But I do kind of like this area. This is like a rainy area. Please help me. Those awful tomatoes have eaten all my friends, and I'm the only one left. I'll give anyone a nice banana who can sort them out. Banana! Yeah, I like this area. There's some cool things to do here. We have vampire tomatoes, first and foremost. I guess they ate all of this worm's friends. That's tragic. But he's stuck in his little apple house. His home, if you will, and that's all we are gonna do with him right now. We're gonna stop in with Chunky, and I'm Chunky with Funky. God, these names. And he's gonna give us the homing ammo. So you can probably put 2 and 2 together, but well, we'll listen to him first. Isn't this Chunky? All the Kong shooters now pack homing shots. Collect red supply crates and start blasting. That's what I was gonna say. We saw the red supply crates before. I don't know if it starts us with any homing ammo. You'd think there would be some in this area, but it would also be very like this game to not have any available. I guess there's not. But the red ammo lets us use homing shots, which I think, honestly, you'll probably see this, but I think they actually can kind of get in the way more than they do good. Sometimes. It's kind of weird. You probably... Whoa, what just happened there? Did I just, like, try to meld with that tomato? That was really weird. Yeah, what a relief. I don't like it here anymore. It's always raining. Take me to a nice sunny spot somewhere else and the banana's yours. The banana! Careful now, Chunky. Don't want any bruises. I guess he probably means on his apple. Doesn't want any bruises on his home. So it's the worm in the apple. Classic trope. I always really liked this little guy. We just need to put him right down in this worm apple spot, this very context sensitive area. he could definitely get to like living here. Yep, here you go. Good job, Chunky. Chunky the house relocator. Right, do a little backflip. There's Chunky complete. Good job. Now there's also something. Man, are we? I guess, you know what? This will be a good opportunity to show this. This is our 100th banana, technically, this bunch. If you get 100 bananas, that's all. All you get is a little monkey sound effect. It does not add anything to your percent completed. You could complete this whole game and not get 100 bananas in any level with any Kong, and you'd still get the 100%. Really unnecessary to do, but I guess if you're really a completionist and want to, you'll get to hear those nice little monkey sounds. Isn't that lovely? Yeah, I'm glad we get to show that off, though. Here is Tiny. Something we can do. Oh, look, I've got a stalk and some leaves at last. Come on up and collect your reward. I guess he said that before he sprouted. But what you're supposed to do here is place the little bean that we got in that other area with Tiny, and it'll grow this big beanstalk guy. This is just like the produce area. Grow the big beanstalk guy, and he'll give us yet another golden banana. And I think we wanna. Gee, isn't there a squawks pad here? Man, is there? Oh, yeah, there it is. Why didn't I see it? Like we've done a couple times now, play the saxophone, and Squawks will come pick us up. There's some bananas up there. We might want to get those, actually. I think, honestly, this is about where we're going to call it for Fungi Forest, the daytime playthrough. Let's see, right? We've done all the stuff in this area. We've done the minecart. We've done the stuff in the crushing shed, or in the mill area. That looks like pretty complete totals for everybody else. I think Chunky's the only one who doesn't have a banana only accessible at nighttime. I'm thinking we're pretty solid, but I'm just, to be safe, gonna... Jeez, where were those mushrooms? Are they back here? Are they over here? Where was I looking when I was seeing that? I don't think I ever go up those, so like, there'd be no reason for me to know. They must be behind us, right? Alright, yeah, there they are. Draw distance! My greatest enemy! Alright. And then we'll have to go to Trough and Scoff. We'll probably just want to warp to do that. We'll probably go to them in the foresty area that we take the 4-pad to get to. 2 bunches is probably good. Is there another one over here? There's one right there. Yeah, better be safe than sorry. Again, I guess I'm not really putting priority on being fast at Fungi Forest right now, but I just don't want to, like, end up not having enough bananas when it matters, which is in the actual LP. Alright, and onward we go. Let's get to the 4-pad, which is around this tree. It's not there. It's 3, so 4 should be on this side, you'd figure. Right? Yeah, there it is. We'll use this, and we'll start turning some bananas in. It's probably going to leave us with a little bit of a longer video here, because I think we're probably just about ready to take on the boss, and we'll do that in this one. Why not? Get Fungi Forest capped off for the time being. Yeah, a little bit of a longer one, but that's okay. What's our total? 300? Man, do I really have that? I have 100 with Chunky altogether. Do I really have another 200 with all the other Kongs? I guess what we'll do is we'll turn all their stuff in first. Cycle through Lanky. Lanky's got a decent amount, 65. Yeah, that's 100 all put together with him and Tiny. Over 100. Diddy's got like 30, I think. DK's got like 50. We'll see. We shall see If I was just about on average right there, then we are good, because 180 is just about what that would add up to. Diddy has 27, so I'm banking on DK having more. If not, we're going to be short like 5 bananas or something. Does DK really have 55? I'll go C. How many do you have, Kong? 60. Yes. All right, my math was good. Yeah, so that's probably not bad, actually, for how I would want my run of this to go. I guess we could have collected just a couple more with some of the other Kongs and maybe skipped on those slow-to-get ones with Donkey or Diddy or Chunky. But what are you going to do? I think, all things considered, still pretty good. All right. Yeah, unlike some of the earlier levels of this game, I have not yet quite routed out the bananas or the minutia of Fungi Forest. I just have an idea and a general sense of how I usually want it to go. And it pretty much went that way. So turn that key, buddy boy. Are you Trough or Scoff? I can't remember. Either way, it's Chunky Kong gonna take on the boss. YouTube, if you're listening, make this the thumbnail, because you didn't for the Puff Toss battle, and I was sad. Though that stretch of 3 from the in the very beginning was pretty miraculous. Now, I think this is actually, maybe other than the final boss, this is the coolest boss in the game. There's one aspect about it that's not so cool, and we're gonna see that. Familiar foe here. It's a rematch fight, actually, with DogaDEAD, which I think that maybe is kind of lame. But the actual content of this fight is really badass. I think this is the best done fight that with a Kong, because it really utilizes, like, I don't know, what's cool about them. There we have a very different reaction from Diddy. I guess Diddy did get scared when DogaDEAD popped up, but Chunky just, like, pleads for his life. And he does the, like, that Wayne's World, like, we're not worthy thing. Pretty funny. What was the band in Wayne's World? Was it Alice Cooper? I think that's who it was that they were gonna meet. When was the last time you saw Wayne's World? Question of the day. I like that movie. It's dumb, but I like it. Because I'm dumb, too. Oh, man. Urgh. So, DogaDEAD's got some new tricks. I actually thought I was going to get hit there. Had to do a real quick jump and throw. He's got that Super Slam move. He's actually got one pretty humorous attack that I think we're going to see on this cycle of him. But this is not what makes this fight cool. This is pretty much a repeat of Diddy's battle. Yeah, I guess because this game is so huge, I guess they kind of had to reuse bosses. I think of Rare's platformers, Banjo-Tooie does bosses the best, and that's because it doesn't ever reuse any. But, you know, this is like the first time they were ever really implementing bosses into one of their 3D games. Banjo-Kazooie didn't have them. That flame wall is unavoidable. I have looked and looked. I have scoured the internet on how to find some way to jump over or evade or avoid that wall of flame that DogaDEAD spits out, and I have yet to find any way to do so. I think it's one of, like, DK64's most baffling design choices. You just have to get hit by it, I think. It's like the red shockwave things and that kind of stuff you can just jump over. The flame wall, though, I don't know any way around it. Anyway, here is what's the coolest about this DogaDEAD fight. You can hunky chunky on up once he gets stunned and just lay the smackdown on him. Godzilla versus King Kong, which I think is probably what they were going for there. It's a big old kaiju battle. And you have the main pillar is now sinking into the lava. Makes for a very tense final, or second round of this fight. I think that's really what's the coolest about this. It may be lame that it reuses a lot of the aspects from the Angry Aztec one, but if you look at it as a complete package, This is definitely, I think, the game's best boss fight. There's a couple ways to put damage on this guy. I think people use the primate punch a lot, but this can actually be pretty tricky. The platform sinks very quickly. We're probably going to be just about sunk by the time I beat him. And if you're like running up to him or like you take too much time in here, you're going to miss out on hits you could put on him. So I just like to get into the barrel and then just use the standard punch, which will hit him from whatever, like from the range you're already standing at. And that'll always take him out before the platform sinks. But if the platform sinks, you're done. You die. You have to do the whole fight over again. He's gonna Terminator here. It's another movie reference, I guess, in addition to King Kong or Godzilla or whatever. The only other thing I want to mention is that you have to stun him with the TNT, but if you do that and you're standing right here, the barrel for Hunky Chunky will not appear, so you have to walk off of it first. I think that's a mistake a lot of people make, and again, it's where you lose time in this fight, which is very time sensitive, so don't do that. Hopefully I outlined the best ways to beat the second DogaDEAD fight. And one of the outlines was that dodging that flame wall is impossible. But that's gonna be all for this visit to Fungi Forest. So we're out of here. We will be back, and we'll have a decent chunk of things left to do. You know, maybe just about another third or another half of the level. But for right now, I think we're good. And it worked out for time. That was pretty good. I guess we could turn the key in to K Lumsy. No, let's not. But I will bid you all a fond farewell. So as I am Snack Attack 8, I'm gonna jump off and see you in the next video. We'll end the episode before he falls. Later!